All right. Now, all right, we live. We live. Peace, peace
Peace.
to my RBG nations and to my other brothers in the house. I'm glad Maurice is on board. My brother Taalik, Craig.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? So the name of the topic is exposing YouTube trollers. Alquan is a fraud. That's the topic of the day. I was a little annoyed I saw the video and I thought the reason I was a little upset because I didn't like the fact that this Alquan he became a troller since he came on your panel actually, Taalik. And that's so and all his videos is putting down black people. You know, either he has a problem with Irritated Genie, Umar Johnson, all these brothers that put in work. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I was a little upset at the fact that you know, Taalik, you and that guy was cool. I didn't know what happened. All we did, we just did a nice little discussion about how we're going to build Mississippi, take over Mississippi or whatever. And I guess I call it rebuilding Mississippi, actually.
Yes, sir.
And I guess the dude got offended.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'll do, Maurice, I'm gonna put Maurice up to speed. I'm gonna show you the comments. Actually, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna screen share this.
Definitely. And my thing is this. Let me say this while you get that together. See, my thing is, well, okay, while you get the video clip together, let me just make this quick, brief statement. My thing is this. Okay, I woke up this morning, and I'm subscribed, to Brother Alquan, or whatever.
Let's call him Alquan.
Yeah, Alquan, whatever his name is. I'm subscribed to the brother. So when I talked to you last night, Brother Guy, and you told me that Alquan had responded on the video that me and you did about him.
Right.
I was just waiting because I know, that, Brother Alquan, he's wants to be caught up in controversy. So therefore, he gets caught up in all of these YouTube beefs. So I knew I was just waiting for, like a rebuttal, video for him to do against us. But then when I got up this morning and I saw Brother Alquan had uploaded a new video, and then when I watched I think the first 15 to 20 minutes of it, and I heard my brother Taalik, being talked about recklessly,
But here's the thing, though. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But here's the thing. I know I did a rant video about to my brother Taalik. I was upset at that time.
Yes, sir.
But I also talked about Alquan. So I thought the video was just going to be about us. You see what I'm saying? So Taalik didn't do anything to this guy. So when I saw the video, I was like, yo, why this guy's attacking Taalik? He only talked about maybe 1 second. So that's why I was like, but I'm gonna show you, here's one of the comments that I've noticed. When I saw the video, I said, this whole over an hour video is redundant. You still did not give it a solution. Pointless video. Yo, it's raining?
Yes, sir.
I had thunder and all that in the background.
Yeah, because see, his solution is going to a white university, getting educated, being educated by the white man, getting the white man, certificates. That's his solution. Brother Guy, are you still with us?
Yeah, so here's another thing. So Taalik responded. So I guess Taalik saw the video, and Taalik responded. He said he made words, but this is what Alquan has said to Taalik. Your videos range from an hour over 3 hours, yet you could not say whatever you were trying to say in 1 minute. But did you? See, Negro snakes is why I don't tell everything, because no, there is a coon around every corner. So, you know, I mean, it was just, you know, then he said something about me talking about, oh, he was trying to call me gay. He was like saying like, he said, isn't your partner face? He was talking about you, Craig.
Okay.
Why are you worrying about my face? Are you gay? I didn't show my face because coons like you are looking everywhere, looking to shut blacks down. My face gets shown to people who are serious, not Negroes looking for YouTube hits and fame.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what your crew is about. That is why you show your faces. Showing your faces is why you hits are low. Okay. So this is the nonsense the rhetoric he's spewing, right?
Gotcha.
And that's all he does. Everything is just bashing black people. All his videos. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me give you a little bit. I know. But all his videos is just bashing. Let me go on his videos. Look, check this out. You see this? All his videos is bashing black people. No white people, just bashing black people.
Yep.
Everybody is black. Even Malcolm, he got something against Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Look,
Bashing Caribbeans.
You're bashing Cyrus Suicedi. He even got, you know, everybody, Africa, Pan-Africanism, all these people are black people, no white people, just black people.
Yes, sir.
So this is the coonery that he does. So, but this is the video that we did. We did a video. Y'all see this video?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
This is where, first of all, just let you know, he lives with white people. He lives in a white neighborhood.
Yes, sound like it.
Right. So this is the video. We did a video called Interracial Relations Discussion, right? So we had some white panels on there, white people on the panel. And because we had some questions to ask white people. Now, he decided to join in, but the reason why he joined in, he thought that we was going to debate on Pan-Africanism, since he has an issue with Africa. So once we was about to end it, and he bounced off the show within right before we was about to end the show, he left the show. So when I addressed him, I said, yo, we was going to go into the debate. What happened? He was like, oh, well, you know, I had things to do. You know, y'all took too long. I said, we was about to do the show. But the reason why he didn't want to do the show, because we had something on him. But I'm going to play this right now.
because he knew I was going to destroy him.
Yes. And watch this. Listen.
Okay, I can't hear.
You can't hear it? Oh.
Now, I'll tell you this, though. I did
Turn it up.
mess with some white style women.
I bet you did.
Okay, pause it. Turn it up all the way, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can hear it now, but we just need to. Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me
just a little bit, brother, and we'll be good to go.
Let me see if I got my shit all the way up here. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna play that right back. You haven't had intercourse. Just be realistic.
No, I didn't. Let me interpret that. My man just went down on her, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Now watch this. Now watch what he says. Watch this. Listen. Watch this.
That's some stuff I don't do.
I respect that. Thank you, Alquan.
Now, I'll tell you this, though. I did mess with some white style women.
I bet you did.
I'm sorry, brother Craig. We broke the stream.
So Alquan, when you had your first white vagina, so did you went with the myth too? Because there's myth with white folks too. You know, they said, you know, with the white girl, she has amazing, you know what? So have you went with the myth as far as?
Well, the only myth I'm aware of with white women is they like to go down on men all the time.
I heard that story,
which is definitely true. And but most of the white women I had though, they were what I call mixed style, you know, like Italian. Most of the ones I had were like Italian mixed style, you know, dark hair.
Nothing wrong with a beautiful Italian girl.
Yeah, and if they changed the name, you probably wouldn't realize that they were white or called white. And one woman, you talk about the myths of the black man. I remember one time when I was about to, you know, it was me, my boy, and his white girl. He's the one who was loving white women, and he introduced me to the other white woman. He said, "Man, you got to get with this." He kept trying to force me into that world. I said, "All right, man, I'm not really with that, but you know, I do want some action, so I'll take that." So
this before you became conscious?
I'm being honest, it was active. And I know most of these black power guys, I know you lock them in a room with a white woman with the right body, you can't tell me they're not going to do something.
Hey, what?
Now you hear that?
Yes, sir. Let's pause it right.
Yeah. I just want to show that. This guy loves white women.
If you are truly conscious, as a black man, even just looking at myself, I'm getting a bad echo, but just me as my, you know, me, myself, and I can only speak for myself. I'm truly conscious. There is nothing on this planet that is more beautiful than a black woman. And what I'm saying with the variety, you know, of different skin complexions, like when it comes to black women, like what in the hell would a conscious black man need with a Becky? Like the beauty of the black woman, there's nothing that can match the beauty of the black woman. So that statement is false. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so I just have to play that because this guy is a fraud. You telling me that you've been with white women even when you was conscious. And then you're going to talking about, is that your solution? I don't understand. Is that your solution? And then he's talking about this education. He said, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with a college. We didn't say it was anything wrong with a college degree. But we don't know the way. Let me tell you something. There's certain things that I brought up, like the dreadlocks coming from created in Africa. And he even admit that he was wrong. First of all, that's elementary 101. That's elementary 101. You learn that in elementary school about certain cultures. And you telling me that he didn't know that? So he's talking about, here's the thing I didn't like. He's talking about redundant solutions. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, he don't show no evidence of the shit that he's talking about, right? He don't show no evidence. So I'm thinking like this. Okay, if you're talking about college degrees and where's your college degrees? Show us. So he don't show us no college degrees, but he's all about pro education. And then he's talking about solutions. He's talking about, I don't know if he's talking about saving your money I don't know what type of solutions he could be talking about. He never gave a concrete solution.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I would like to hear.
But he's gonna bash our solutions.
Yes, sir. I would like to hear what's going on with my brother Taalik and why was his name mentioned?
I'm a little confused myself.
Today's video. So I would like to hear my brother Taalik just speak on what he heard today.
I'm still trying to get over the white girl thing. I'm still trying to get over the white girl.
But I wonder with my brother Taalik, how did my brother Taalik get brought into this?
Why am I always in trouble with people? I just don't get it.
But look, but Taalik, at least I had a legit reason.
Somebody every week.
But Taalik, at least I had a legit reason. I just felt like, with the topic situation. But I didn't. I mean, you didn't do nothing wrong with this guy. You didn't do nothing wrong. But I think as a troll, he's looking for a fight. He was bored, so he know he couldn't challenge. He said, "Well, let me go after the weakest link. What he think is the weakest link."
Yeah.
And he knows that you're a humble guy. You're a very humble guy, even though you got fire in you, but you're humble. And he's trying to sleep on you, but he don't realize that you got backup. So I felt, I don't let nobody attack my boy, attack my friends. So I just decided, we had to definitely expose who this cat really is. So I mean, again, I want to know what were your thoughts on the video, because I know you didn't hear, but you definitely responded, and I had your back. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, I pressed like every time, because everything you said was real. But I don't know what happened. What do you think the reason why he came at you in a video like that?
Okay. Well, let me tell you. I speak to him through email.
Okay.
When I first had asked him, because as you do know, he talks about everybody and critiques everybody, from Sonetta to Umar Johnson to whoever. He talks about everybody. So since he's a critic, I asked him in an email first. I asked him in an email. I said, "What do you think about this idea, this Mississippi campaign? What do you think about it?" And he never said nothing. I asked him, I sent him maybe 3 emails. I asked him, "What do you think about this Mississippi campaign?" And matter of fact, the last time when I had him on my channel, he basically was saying something that we represent liberation. He represents something else. I don't know what it was. I forgot exactly what he said. But he never would say anything directly about what he really thinks about the Mississippi campaign. However, he made these videos. He made 2 videos, part 1, part 2. Because I always wondered about what is his solution. So I listened to part 1 and part 2, and I only responded until I finished listening to part 2, because I'm looking for his solution. And the only thing I did was write in the comments, I listened to your video. You spent over an hour. You was off topic. I don't know how many times you went off topic. And I really didn't say nothing as far as the solution is concerned. You could have said that in 15 minutes. That's basically what I told him. And I told him, I even gave him a compliment. I told him, education in and of itself does not and have not solved our problem. We've been educated ever since the end of the Civil War. That's not, education is not the end of all of our problems here, the solution. However, in a situation like Mississippi campaign, you can take your education and you can benefit because you can direct it towards this one geographical location. Matter of fact, all of these different solutions, if we put it in this geographical location, all types of these things will work, because now we control what's within here. You don't have to worry about no Peckerwoods do this and that and that. You don't have to worry about being harassed. We can make it easier to get bank loans to fund your projects and things of this nature. But education in and of itself is not gonna work. Even though I understand what you're talking about, education, of course, I mean, education is good, but then just like brother just said, what type of education? Not only do you have to have the education, but you have to have a certain mindset to go along with that education. And clearly, he doesn't have the mindset that is needed in order to liberate a people. That's what we're looking for, to liberate ourselves from an oppressor. So my thing is, I guess he just didn't like what I had to say. And now he wants to make a comment about the Mississippi campaign. And he wanted to go off or whatever. And like I said, I didn't go off. I didn't say that anything was really wrong with the solution. I mean, education is good. And just like we said earlier, education is good. That's not what we're saying. But to say that it is the solution, that's not going to work. That's not going to fly. That's not going to work. I don't care. And I don't care how he talks about what he's doing is different. And we don't know his mythology. Education itself, that's your method. Your method is education. What else can you add to it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it can you add to it? What are you going to do different than we have done for the last 100, almost 200 some years after coming out of from the Civil War? What are you going to do any different?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what does your education solution, how would education stop that young sister Nia Wilson from getting her throat slashed?
Mm-hmm.
How does that stop from the discrimination that we face every day? The genocide, the abortion clinics, all the things that we face every day. How does just education in and of itself, how does that solve our problem? It does not. You can't do that alone. Then he talks about, this is what pissed me off about him. He gonna call us cowards because we want to isolate ourselves from our enemies, from those who wish to harass us, oppress us. He also says the same thing about going to Africa. It's natural when somebody's trying to cause you harm. It's natural for you to want to isolate, if you got any sense, right, to isolate and wish to get away from your oppressor. That's natural.
Exactly.
But he's telling us that we should continue to beg this cracker, to beg these devils to try to find a place, because that's the only thing he's doing. And he keeps bringing up these other suckers, talking about what the Japanese and the Chinese and people from other, they're not, why do people always compare our situation to others? Exactly. These others were never under slavery for over 300 years. They never were stripped of their identity. They never had laws created just to hinder you. They never been in a situation where you could be outright murdered and there's no repercussions. They never lived that way. They come here and there's nothing standing in their way at all. Matter of fact, many of them are benefiting from our struggle from the civil rights movement. So you cannot compare what others and their accomplishments done to us. Plus, if they so smart and they so intelligent, so educated, why couldn't they do that in their own home country? Why they gotta wiggle their lazy, broke ass over here?
That's right.
You know, if they so great and they doing so well and they so smart and intelligent, why didn't they stay where the hell they was, where they have a homeland and land?
That's right.
Can you imagine if we had a homeland and land to work with? They have a homeland, they have land to work with. That's the basis of a free people. Yes. They got that. We don't have it. So I'm not impressed by the Chinese or any immigrant sucker that come here and got the nerve to talk about us. Yes, sir. Living, matter of fact, the reason why they're doing what they're doing off of our backs. You don't impress me at all. So he wants to come in and basically integrate. It's another form of integration. That's what we want to do. Get educated and try to earn the validation of the races. That's what his whole thing is about. So how the hell is that a solution? Then he's going to tell me, talking about his end play will probably work with what we want to do in building a nation. No, because building a nation is not integration, fool.
Exactly.
So, you know, he pissed me off when he called us cowards. How the hell you going to call me a coward when I wish to get away from the one that's causing me harm, whether it's here, isolate myself here, or go to Africa or anywhere to get away from a damn enemy that's blowing my damn brains out, slashing my little girl's throat.
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You just want to sit designed to destroy you. You got your mind, whatever y'all call it, Alquan, whatever the hell.
Yes, sir.
Brother Maurice,
Alquan for sure.
What's your thoughts, brother, as far as what you heard and the video that you heard? And
I would like to show him Brother Alquan's channel first, because I'm not, sure of how familiar Brother Maurice is with Alquan. Brother Maurice, are you familiar with Alquan, the one that goes?
Not very much. I've only heard him on the live that I got in late with,
right,
and then I did watch the live that y'all did with about the interracial stuff. I watched that, but other than those two, I don't know anything about him really.
Okay, definitely. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's the thing about Brother Alquan. Now, when we look at his channel, he has an entire channel dedicated to speaking ill against Black people. Like my brother Taalik said just a few minutes ago. Like, he's a critic. Like, he's like, you know, I guess you would call like the Black Cisco and Ebert. To the point, he criticizes everybody in the Black community, from Tariq Nasheed to, you know, Brother Sarnetta, Sister Cynthia G, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And if you look at his page, now, okay, if we were to click on one of his videos, basically, Brother Alquan, what he's trying to do, he has videos set up. He's what you would call a YouTube partner. So he was accepted into the YouTube partnership. Therefore, he's able to run ads through Google AdSense on his videos. So therefore, what he's doing, he's generating income off of slandering, you know, the names of, you know, good brothers like, you know, Marcus Garvey, and just everybody in the conscious community who is trying to speak out and do something, you know, against white supremacy. So what I'm saying, for this brother, when you look at the content that he puts out, he speaks about, you know, Brother Professor Griff. I mean, he's calling everybody in the Black community an agent, you know, Brother Reggie, Brother Sarnetta. Here's the video he did about Taalik.
Yeah, I remember that.
Taalik Ibn'rad about 9 months ago. And if we continue and look through his entire video, I mean, he talks about you know, Brother Dick Gregory, Garfield of the Dagger Squad, you know, Brother Umar Johnson. You know, he's quick to, he got 187,000 views off of this video that he did about when Tommy Sotomayor got punched in the face. Now, I'm sure everybody here is familiar with that.
Right.
So basically, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say, the only solution that it seems that this brother can offer is to go to a white man's university and get a college degree. Yes, indeed. You know, I encourage, you know, all my Black people to try to get some type of form of, you know, higher education, because there are some fields out here that will be very beneficial. Like, even when we talk about this Mississippi campaign, you know, we're going to need carpenter, you know, people who are, you know, well skilled in carpentry work, electricians, you know, mathematicians, you know, we're going to need all type of lawyers, doctors, you know, we'll need all of those type of things. But at the end of the day, how can you diss the Mississippi campaign when the only solution that you have to offer is to go to a white university and, you know, get educated and learn about white history, about how Christopher Columbus, you know, discovered America? And, you know, because you know how school is when it comes to history class, you know, white supremacy, the way white supremacy is set up in history class. I mean, we have to, you know, give respect and pay homage to, like, the quote unquote founders of the Constitution, George Washington, you know, Thomas Jefferson, and so on. You know, the people that, you know, the white men that are on Mount Rushmore. Like, even though these people are, you know, were murderers, pedophiles, you know, child rapists, and all of that stuff. So the question that I have for Alquan, and I really, you know, I was listening to his video this morning. I think I only made it through like 20 minutes of it. And I was just waiting for him to get real personal against me, because I could really make a video. I'm talking about a solo video to really expose him. But, you know, with that being said, I don't, like I was telling, you know, my good brother Guy this morning, you know, I didn't create this channel for that. I'm not trying to get caught up in, you know, going back and forth, you know, with YouTube beefs.
Right.
But it's Negroes like Alquan. You know, all he speaks about is, oh, okay, we got Dr. Umar Johnson and the stripper. Like 16,000 views. He talks about Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, you know, Sister Zaza Ali, you know, regardless of, you know, how we may feel about these people, some of these people personally, Brother Ankh of the Ibn'rad squad, you know, Brother Polite. You know, he has all of these videos talking, like his entire video collection is about, you know, Black people in the conscious community. And this is why I think he's some type of agent, because the video that we played earlier, I never knew that the brother, you know, slept with white women.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't know that, you know, he was, you know, into the, you know, the whole, you know, interracial swirl thing. But it figures.
I was first introduced to Alquan from a blog talk radio show called Talk Real Solutions. And I think he got a negative video about them. You know, they the brother Tyrone Thompson, who is the founder and the host of that broadcast, gave him his own you know, blog talk moment on that program. And he just got angry because people wouldn't accept what he's talking about. So he decided to leave that. He still goes there because, you know, he still like messing with folks. He likes to do that. But that's why he started concentrating on his channel more. He couldn't get no real following on Talk Real Solution. He had a lot of people that they just wasn't, you know, he's offering no solution. The solution that he's offering is some type of secret thing. And he talks about they already stealing his ideas, but he never says who is stealing his ideas and what these ideas are. I want to know who are these people and what are these ideas that they stole from you? He says that Umar Johnson steal from him, Tariq Nasheed steal from him. He says all these people stealing. What are they? What are they stealing from you, guy? I mean, he never says exactly what are they stealing. I would like to know because I mean, if it's true, I want to see. I like to see this, but he never says exactly what they're stealing. And he asks for money like they do, but he talks about people who ask for money, but he's asking for money. Okay, now, who in their right mind is going to give a faceless guy money for something that he's not producing? He don't even tell. He says it's a secret. Hey, look. Y'all laughing. Y'all laughing. These cats are breaking him off a little bit. I mean, not like thousands, but they are. They breaking him off a little chain. He's offering nothing for real, nothing. His mythology is a secret because he don't want it. He don't want me to steal it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I wouldn't mind stealing from the guy because he feels, you know, sound very intelligent and everything. I wouldn't mind stealing from the fella myself. Take it for my own. I wouldn't mind doing it. If I knew what it was, if I was stealing it, I could see it. I don't know what the hell he presented. You know, but you know, my thing also, and it goes for me too. If I can dish it out, I should be able to take it. It was a lesbian soul sister on Facebook. We was going back and forth because I posted a video talk about the nature of boy is man, not homosexual. Okay, and we went back and forth, and I always use this nectarine, peach and plum thing for an example. And it comes to I'm in error. So you know, if the sister ever see this video, I'm admitting I'm in error. Okay. Actually, I'm in error, but I'm not. But a nectarine is not a peach and plum mix hybrid. It's not. It's in the peach family. But I always use it, so I guess I'm gonna have to start using my grapefruit analogy because I know that a grapefruit is a lemon and an orange. I know that. Okay, but there are varieties of peach and nectarine that is hybrids. Matter of fact, they even mix them. They even mix nectarines and plums with cherries. So they, you know, so there are those hybrids out there. But yeah, I can. So I admit error. Now the sister didn't win on the homosexual thing. She gonna lose on that one because that's unnatural. Okay, that's just about the bottom line. If it was natural, sister, then it could easily be seen. Don't take a few stupid animals y'all don't caught on film doing some dumb stuff and talk about that's proof that that's homosexuality. No, you need to see that all the time. If it's natural, you'll see it all the time. It wouldn't even be nothing to argue about. Like look, damn, look, they're on a homosexual dog. That ain't how it works. They caught some animals doing some stupid stuff, and chances are a lot of them been manipulated by men, domesticated or whatever, and domesticated animals do dumb stuff, and they caught them on film. Oh, that's homosexuality. No, animals don't do that. Animals don't have sex for pleasure. They only do it for reproduction. You know, and how would you know if they talk about a dolphin has sex for pleasure? How would you know? A dolphin came to you and said, how the hell would you know?
That's right.
Let me throw that in there because
go ahead, brother.
I watch a lot of National Geographics.
Yeah.
And they don't show one homosexual animal in the National Geographics. So every time I always throw that in there, I always say, show me one homosexual animal in the National Geographics. Show me one. Whether if it's a bear, two male bears going at it, show me one. So they always talk about the dog, right? They always talk about the two dogs humping, and they say that's homosexual, right? Let me say this. The two male dogs, they play around, right? And they show dominance. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You imagine a penis, a male penis going into a dog's rectum? You know how painful that would be? It would probably kill the dog. So the dogs play around. Let me ask y'all guys a question. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ever wrestled or y'all watch wrestling when y'all was kids.
Okay.
But that ain't it some slight humping going around in that? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not as far as like literally.
Right.
You know, you pick someone up, you know, you gonna rub against. It's just it's just playing. You know, I mean, you know what I mean. But it's not like it's not intentional. But y'all wrestling,
right?
What I'm saying is nothing. It's just like that's how dogs play. They playing, but that's the nature of a dog. But that's not sex.
Right.
Sex is intercourse.
Right.
And people need to understand that this is what I don't like to talk to retards. Because I was taught that when you're dealing with sex, it's always some intercourse, whether it's a blowjob, it's always a penetration. There's no penetration among male dogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Plain and simple.
Yes, sir.
But
this
I don't want to get off the topic here.
Something else to my mind.
Go ahead.
This brings something else to my mind that, you know, me and, you know, brother Taalik were discussing. And I would like, you know, this is something we're going to have to be talking about pretty soon. It's regarding this Mississippi campaign. But first of all, my brother Maurice has been very silent. So I would like to just hear him speak about, you know, what, you know, everything that he's, you know, the information and that he's collected about this situation that's going on right now. So if we could allow my brother Maurice to speak briefly.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Blah. You know, listening, it's very interesting hearing all that I have heard. And, you know, my first thought, you know, we all critique this or we'll critique that, but it's done in a healthy manner, not for the negative, but for the positive. You know, the more you go back and forth and you're discussing ideas to help make the idea stronger, to help make the idea grow, so that once you get off the planning stage and you got it in reality, then you have a very stronger presentation. But what I'm learning about Alquan is that that's not his motive. It seems more that his motive is the destruction, is the dismemberment of anything that's going to give you true justice or give you true light in order to see where you are and where you need to be. By him saying that, you know, the Mississippi idea or the Mississippi project, that you are a coward for going that route, is the most disturbing thing, because in reality, to go that route means that you're taking on forces seen and unseen, that you're putting yourself out there in the presence of everybody to see, so that they can say, what? Oh man, that nigga's crazy. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. And a coward would never do that. A coward is an individual that runs away from trouble. They run away from obstacles. They run away from engagement. That is what a coward would do. But this is not running from engagement. This is running to engagement. This is not running from being in a place where we just got to keep our head down. No, this is going to where you got to keep your head up, because people have to understand the message that you're pointing out. And when we look at people that have degrees, and including myself, most people with degrees don't really accomplish anything. And I say they don't really accomplish anything because you have to understand that the level of their education, the person who taught them their education has prescribed for them the area to which they can work. And they cannot work anything outside of that area. And I'll give you an example. You go to school and you become a doctor. Well, you got different type of doctors. You got the gynecologist, you got a foot doctor, you got a general purpose doctor, you got a brain doctor, you got all these different types. Now, if you got a brain injury, a regular doctor cannot help you. You have to go to a specialist, so the specialist can help you. So those of us that have our education, we are limited. Now, if you have a higher education besides what the enemy gave you, which is the education of knowledge of self, that you know who you are, you know how you relate to your people, you know how you relate to the universe, you know how you relate to one another, then your vision that you have is not subjugated to what the oppressor taught you, because you see outside of the box because you have that knowledge of self. So Alquan does not have that, because if he truly had that, then he would understand Mississippi. He would understand the importance of the idea that our brother gave us. And he would rally the people to say, hey, this right here represents real, true freedom. Because anything less than this is foolishness. So no, the brother, I don't even want to give him the title of brother, because that's not what a brother is. That's not what a brother does. And see, I'm so happy that when you all saw the video and then you said, hey, we got to deal with this, because he has attacked not only the idea that we represent, but he has attacked our brother.
Exactly.
And we love for our brother what we love for ourselves. So it is incumbent upon us to respond so that he know when you attack one, you attack us all. We will not allow you to get away with that. See, that's the new black man and woman. That's the consciousness that we gotta have in order to propel our people where they need to go. So Alquan, I really suggest that you get your shit together and do something different, because one day you'll have to meet on the battlefield and we will not hold anything back, because you have aligned yourself with a system in an enemy that is against the best rise of our people. You're following what you think will make white people happy at our expense. And we can't allow that. We cannot allow that. Just as you see, our brother was talking about our little sister that got her throat slashed.
Right.
And for what did she do to deserve that? She didn't do anything to deserve that. But because there's a hatred that's natural in these people for us. And so we're saying we can alleviate that. We'll be in our area and you be in your area.
Right.
Now we ain't gonna bother you. You don't bother us. But you come this way, goddammit, and we're gonna have to be men. Simple as that. So Alquan, I suggest you get your shit together real quick, because to offend one is to offend us all. To attack one is to attack us all. I love my brother, and he has a beautiful character, and he shows that he loves our people, because he'll get out there and he'll say what's in his heart to say, regardless of whether we all agree, but he speaks from what he believes is right. And you gotta love and respect him for that, because there's a lot of people that would not have the nerve to say even a portion of what our brother says. So we have to give him honor. Our brother Angel Snub Nose number 7, we gotta give him honor. And we gotta give him love, because he shows us love day in and day out. He has been there on the point for us. And he has been critical. And we need correction. Because everything I say ain't right. But if my brother is a brother to me and say, hey, Brother Muhammad, I see this way. Or I see this way. That's a brother showing you love. He didn't go to the enemy. He came to his brother. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, sir. Yes, I am. So we got to show love to our brother. And Alquan, get your shit together.
That's right.
What is that?
I sent Alquan a link, to this video. And
let me address something about Alquan. First of all, I don't like the way he dissed Garvey. Marcus Garvey, to me, is one of my heroes. And he's always telling black people, well, you always talk about Africa, but you're not living over there. Now, I know Maurice and Brother Craig. I know we had a discussion about Ghana having given African descendants free land. I always said, I want some of that land. But here's the thing. I want to ask Alquan, do you tell that to the Asian Americans? Did you tell that to the European Americans? Did you tell that to the Indian Americans? Don't they have land in their country? They're not living there. They're not living there. At least some of them can say, you know what? My people's from Germany. My grandparents from Germany, or I got some land in Poland or in Italy. They might not live there, but they know they got some land over there. That's what I want. So they can do it, so the white man can do it, or the red man can do it, or the yellow man can do it, but the black man can't. We can't own land, even though we might not live there. At least we can say we got it.
That's right.
We can produce.
That's right.
We can bring the money and we can help more black people. We need land. The white man who called himself a Jew, don't he got land in Israel?
Go ahead, say that.
He's not living there. So this is the shit that I'm talking about. He protect white folks.
That's right.
And I don't like that. This man admitted that he loved white women. So that tells you right there he's not for us.
That's right.
He also said that he has white neighbors.
You can tell.
And of course,
You can
he
tell.
also he talks about African women and talking about black, but he said he dated a girl who was Nigerian. So wait a minute, so the Nigerian pussy was good enough so you can hit, but she's not good enough to marry. So this is the fuckery I can't stand with Combs. This is what burns me up. So he comes in our domain and he wants to interrupt and cause a lot of confusion. So this reason why I'm not gonna let people. This reason why I don't let people like that. This man don't even show his face. So he could be a mulatto. He could be. We don't know who this man is. You know, we don't know who this dude is, and he could be working for the CIA. He could be working for FBI. A lot of these agents are getting smarter. They infiltrated the Nation of Islam. They infiltrated the Black Panthers. Now they're coming in to the social media and disrupt any African liberation. We are the biggest threat. And Black people got to understand that we are a threat. That's and everybody else takes. They don't give. They don't give. And they take from us our culture, our dances, whether of our food that we make, our clothes that we wear, every aspect, and they're going to claim that's theirs. We see that time and time again. Look at the Kardashians, how they embrace her. She braiding hair, and they're gonna say, "Oh, look at Jennifer Lopez talk about her ass." Like Black women, like asses never shit. Their asses were natural, and how white men made fun of it. White people make fun of our sisters, but they give Kardashians and Jennifer Lopez all the credit. See. I put all this stuff in my store box. So when anything's like that happen, I can always bring these things up. Let the racist system called white supremacy. I don't let them get by with that. And I don't let these coons like El Coon come by and try to disrupt what we do.
That's right.
So I don't have no problem if that's my goal. A lot of people don't have the funds to go to Africa. I know I don't. He's not giving me money. He's not saying, you know what, brother, let's go to Africa. We'll meet up. I have no problem doing that.
Yes, sir.
We could set a fund, and we could say, you know what, let's start a fund. I'll even put money in it. And we go all of us can go to Africa and let's get some land.
That's right.
We own it. That's a great idea. At the end of the day, you know what this white man that I work with, he's a colleague of mine. He's Jewish. He said, you know what the whole Torah is about? Maurice, you know what the whole Torah is about? About that Torah? It's about land. It's not happening about. It's nothing biblical. They fighting over land. That was the whole Torah is about. Who controls the land?
That's right.
It's all about land. While Black people fighting for who gonna get to heaven and all this silly shit.
Yes, sir.
Everybody is fighting for land. I'm tired of this, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Go ahead, Black man. That's right.
We behind, bro. Behind. We need to get serious about this. This is real. And I've been preaching about this for day one. Marcus Garvey had put this on the map. I don't know his situation. I don't know the man been in Africa. I don't know that. But I'm not going to disrespect and show any type of ungratefulness to my leaders and my heroes. The white man, he support his murderers and his that they call heroes.
Right.
These are great men that paved the way, and my job is to carry that torch.
That's right.
I rest my mic on this.
Yes, indeed. And see, my thing is this: my ancestors, they helped to build this country. My ancestors faced injustice, segregation in the 60s and 50s, slavery, Reconstruction. My ancestors were here, regardless if we we don't have to debate about the origins of Black people. I think we can today can come together and just, come together and form a union just based off of the injustices that all of our people suffered.
That's right.
Because I highly doubt that anybody that's on this panel, or even just Black people in particular, in general, whether you claim to be indigenous, whether you claim to be a descendant, from the mother continent, regardless of that, one thing that we should be able to agree on is the fact that we all, are the descendants of Black people, born in America, who are, prisoners of war. We are the descendants of prisoners of war. We are not American citizens. Our people, our forefathers, our ancestors, like even if we look back, just go back into the 50s, just one generation. Now I know Brother Taalik, he personally, comes from the period, to where Jim Crow segregation, was still prevalent, in the Deep South, as well as my mother. Fortunately for me, I was not born, in those times, but I hear the stories. There's people, I mean, a lot. I would say the majority of Black people in my family today, they sit me down and, they speak to me about, my ancestry and, the things, the hardships that, my great, my 4 and 5 times great grandmother endured, during slavery. And these are people who, laid the foundation. These are people who went through pain, who went through, being treated as, 3/5 of a human being, because, I am the descendant, I am the offspring of, enslaved Black people, born in America. So I just say that to the point to say that, let's just put our petty differences aside. We don't have to, argue and debate about, where we come from as a people. Let's just band together and to see that we have, a common oppressor, a common enemy. And what the main point that I was trying to make is, me personally, I'm not going anywhere until this damn beast, this white beast, repays my ancestors for the contributions that they made to American society. I'm not leaving America. I'm not leaving this country until the white man reimburses me or my descendants, for all of the hardships that my people went through the, Deep South Jim Crow segregation. Not only that, but just any type of form of slavery and oppression that was dealt upon my direct ancestors. I'm not leaving this country until I'm paid back. That's why, I fight and I speak out, in favor of reparations. But we already know, my brother Taalik is, very vocal on that because, like my brother Taalik always says, this country, this nation is a nation of criminals. And, criminals, robbers and thieves and rapists and stuff like that, they're not gonna, we'll have to take it. They're not gonna pay us, any type of reparation. So, but I speak out against it. But my brother Taalik, I see that you have, looks like you're ready and to speak, and my video is on you, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, there we go. But brother Taalik, I know we have some things we need to discuss about this Mississippi campaign, but brother Taalik, is there anything you would like to say before we?
Not really. We've covered the topic is our friend Mr. Alquan, sir, or whatever his name. I don't know why some of you guys thought I was really cool with this fella. As long as he treat me with respect, I'll treat him with respect. That's the bottom line. But of course, again, like so many of us, he can dish it out, but he can't take it. I didn't say anything off the wall to that guy. I didn't write anything. Rather, I didn't say nothing off the wall to him. He just like many of us, we can talk, especially in his situation here. He talks about everybody. I mean, I don't like the fact that he talked about Marcus Garvey, and he talked about there's nobody, everybody he critiques, everybody. So now it's your turn, and you really don't have anything. You got this. I mean, we're not saying nothing off. We're listening and listening for your solution, sir. And there's nothing. There's nothing. You say it's a secret. You have to understand my mythology. What the hell are you talking about? I just don't get that. He said that we don't understand because we're low functioning Negroes. We don't understand something. We don't understand having an attainable goal. Oh, you haven't shown us the beginning in order to determine if it's attainable, sir. So how are we supposed to know if it's attainable if we don't even know what the hell you're doing? The whole thing, he's not. See, look, it goes for me and all of us on the panel, anybody. This is 2018. A long time ago, you could go before people, and because just based on emotion, you can give a great speech. Yeah, and people go for it. You talk about Jesus, and you can talk about whatever, blah, blah, blah. And people go for it because it's all based on emotion. This is 2018, and you're dealing with a bunch of people nowadays. We think we are thinkers. And we're not just basing things on emotion. It's nice to be emotional because emotions can fire us to take what we learn and make it into action. So it's good to get emotional. It's good to love. If you're going to be in the struggle, it's good to love the fight. There was a general that got in trouble with his Caucasian superiors. He said that a soldier has to love to kill. And that he had to go back and take that away or whatever. No, that's true. That's the reality of it. You are a soldier. You are your reason for you being there is to destroy, to murder your enemies and move them the hell out the way and conquer whatever that is. That's what soldiers do. Soldiers are killers.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. And if you love to kill, makes your job easier, don't it? That's as simple as that. He was telling the truth.
That's right.
These suckers love to kill dark-skinned people.
That's right.
They partied over it.
Yes, sir.
They love to see us murdered, hanging from trees and torn and feathered. They loved it. It wasn't something they didn't like to do because if they didn't like to do, they wouldn't have done it. They grew to love it. They made postcards about it, Christmas cards about it.
That's true.
Let your nigga on Thanksgiving. Thanks for giving us this nigga, my lord. That's how they do. So they love this. They love the slave lifestyle. It was something they loved. So if you want to push any agenda, you got to fall in love with it. Makes things much easier. Makes things much easier. So you have to love the struggle. A lot of us don't love the struggle. I think about this all the time. Ever since I was a little boy, I love the fight. I want to beat this cracker. I want to take the smile off his face. That would bring me great joy.
Yes, sir.
I love it. You ever fought an enemy and they so high sedity, whatever, be smiling till you start till the tide begins to turn, and then that smile starts changing. That's what I love to see. They was giggling and smiling and bragging. Oh, what happened to that? Oh, you getting your ass kicked now. Oh, that's what happened. Especially when you're dealing with an enemy so powerful, so strong. I never could be a bully because I don't want to beat nobody I know I can beat. I want to beat the tall guy with all the muscles walking around. That's who I want to fight. Yes, because if you bring him down, you'd accomplish something. I'm not going to accomplish anything fighting some little skinny buck-and-a-half fella. That ain't. I want to beat the big guy. Especially if you're the the underdog. Yep. See, we're the underdog. That don't mean we can't beat this fella.
That's right.
The only thing that's stopping us is fear. Basically, it's fear. Because you don't know what you can do till you try. I done seen a lot of little guys whoop some big guys.
Yes, sir.
Because they was willing to try. Them big guys wasn't as tough as they thought.
That's right.
I'm telling you, these people are not as tough as we think they are. And this Mississippi campaign is not as going to be as tough as we might think it might be. Because really, we're already in those positions. According to the information I've been getting, you know, a place like the capital of Jackson, Mississippi is 80% dominant black anyway. They just need somebody to go in there and inspire them to get them to take advantage of what they got. But they worry about where the white folk, who gives a damn? That's all they need. People to go in and be leaders and show them the right direction and show them that's the way to go. And show them the benefits. Don't worry about them. You need to start worrying about you. Because I'm telling you, things can happen overnight. Don't you know if a nuclear bomb dropped overnight, it will change our reality forever? We have to be ready for that. And groups, I mean, individuals are not going to make it. We have to be in a group situation if you think that you're going to have any chance of survival. And you know, a lot of Negroes, including Alquan, he's an individualist. He's not talking about the people. He's not doing it for the people. He's doing it because of an individual thing. It's about me. This is my idea. It belongs to me. When I talk about Mississippi campaign, I always start off and always say it's we. I'm not going by myself. You're not going to blame me for success or failure. This is about we, and including the we. It must be a we.
That's right.
I don't want just certain individuals to get credit. This is supposed to be about we, so we can have pride, so we can share the success.
That's right.
From every man, woman, and child, and even your dog too, Brother Maurice. He can join you too. He can be a guard dog.
That's right.
Put him on post. So, you know, I've been back and forth with Brother Maurice, you know, private talking or whatever, but I mean, this is the way to go. We know what we need to do.
That's right.
Work out, you know, just like you iron your clothes. We got to iron out the wrinkles. Iron out the wrinkles. But we know this is the way to go.
That's
it's
right.
The only game in town. Matter of fact, really not a game. It's survival.
Yes.
And hopefully we have enough time to get our act together before that nuclear bomb drops or whatever might break out. If we don't have this, man, we done.
We are.
There is no other, you know, if Brother Alquan got the solution, I have no problem with it. I'm looking for it. He's not offering nothing. I'm looking for this real solution. That's realistic. That's attainable, as he's talking about. I'm looking for it. But I don't see nothing no better. I would like to see something much easier to do, really. I'm too old. I'm older than you guys. A lot of my energy is gone. I ain't gonna lie. But I want something. I want to see it. There is nothing. I've looked on, I'm subscribed to over 300 people on YouTube. I'm looking for these solutions or whatever. I'm not seeing it. I see people that say that they know what we need, but they don't know what to do. We need, Taalik Nasheed said that we need to counter white supremacy. How do you do that, Taalik? He did a whole hour speech. I ain't heard him say a damn thing how he gonna do it. We need to counter white supremacy. How, Taalik? I'm waiting. How are you supposed to do this, sir? It's a sister I just started recently listening to our sister Cynthia G and then China Fox, whatever. They said that we need a revolution. Are you gonna kick it off? How are we gonna do this, man? I mean, I know you said we need to do this. How is it supposed to get done? The Mississippi campaign have already answered all those questions. All we gotta do is do.
That's right.
That's the only thing you gotta do is do.
That's right.
We said what needs to be done and how to do it.
That's right.
The only thing you gotta do is just do it. Be like Nike, just do it.
That's what I'm wondering.
Matter of fact, sometimes you don't even have to just don't question things. Just say, I'm just gonna do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
You know, asking all these questions or whatever. You see the basics. You see the basics. Just do it. I guarantee you, when you start doing it, you say, "Damn, it's working. It's working." Just do it. There is nothing else available anyway. A lot of this other stuff has been done and tried over and over again. You cannot put a round peg in a square hole. It's not going to work.
So, Brother Taalik,
Continue to do things
Brother
that
Taalik,
don't work. Now, once you develop a place like Mississippi or a city, you can take all these other solutions, like Dr. Claude Anderson keeps talking about group economics. Now your group economics can really work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You have a geographical location that you can do it. Dr. Boyce Watkins, his stuff can now work. Because you have secured an area so it can work.
But we gotta understand, we gotta also understand and look at the fact that, you know, the majority of Black people, you know, that are on social network sites like the Boyce Watkins, the Cynthia G's, you know, these people, they're only concerned and interest, you know, is getting YouTube views, you know, and YouTube, you know, Black conscious popularity. Now, like, I'm not saying that, you know, brothers like, you know, Boyce Watkins, you know, or Sister Cynthia G, like, that they wouldn't support, you know, a real grassroots, you know, plan, like, you know, the campaign, you know, for Mississippi.
Yeah.
But I mean, how do we go about, you know, getting the word out there, you know, to get, you know, these brothers have huge followings, you know, the Sister Cynthia G, she has a huge following. You know, we have to work, you know, on, you know, trying to link up, you know, with brothers, you know, powerful brothers like, you know, the Dr. Umar Johnsons and, you know, the Professor Griffiths or whatever, and, you know, get these people, you know, to support, you know, this campaign. So, I mean, what do you think? Like, man, I mean,
well, let me say this, you know,
yes, sir.
We have been putting out a letter. I have written a letter, and it's been going out. Sister Dawn, she has been sending the letter out to different YouTube personalities, the ones that y'all named, Cynthia G, the Vice Show, Professor Griff, Tariq Nasheed. So these letters are going out, and the letter talks about coming together and having a meeting to set up our code of ethics. You know, everybody always say, well, you got to talk, you got to be on code, you got to be on code. Well, what is the code we got to be on? We have to establish a code. Now, you send out the letter, and then though they get it, if they respond saying, yes, I'll do it, then you know you got people willing to work. When they ignore it or don't respond, then that lets you already know that they're not down with it. Okay? So what we have to do is we send letters because they keep going out, but we got to build where we are. So that means, like, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, there'll be a private meeting where everybody will be there, and we'll discuss more things about the Mississippi that we've discussed in our first private meeting that will bring everybody up to where we are currently, because there's cities, that's 10 cities that's already been, that are being looked at, and more information is being gotten on these cities. So the first part of what's going on is getting the word out. When you're doing something like this, we have to realize that a lot of well-known people will not get involved with it in the beginning because their thought is, these niggas ain't gonna make it happen. That's their thought. No. And it's just like the Million Man March when Minister Farrakhan did it. You know, a lot of these people wasn't coming up, you know, when he first started saying, let's do this, but he had to do the work. And then the days before, people start coming, and especially the night before, when people start getting there, then people start coming to the minister and saying, can I get on? Can I say something? So the pattern always is going to be the same. They'll come once they see we got real momentum and we've already established where they're now. Then they're going to come because the hard part is done. So now they want an easy part in this society after we done all the damn hard work.
Right.
That's exactly what's going to happen. So, you know, we have to take that in consideration, because most of these people, you know, they got their little following. So on their little following, they are the I am, meaning that they are the gods, the rulers over their following. So really, Tariq Nasheed or Cynthia G, they're not going to listen to me. They're not going to listen to Brother Taalik. They look and see, well, how many people y'all got on y'all channel? How many people? I got more people than that. You know, I make documentaries. I do that. So what we got to say, they're not going to listen to it because they see us as people that's not worthy to say something that they got to follow. You know, Sister G, she had a question and answer thing. And so I called in. And when I announced my name, she hung the phone up on me. So I called back in again. And she see my number, but she don't pick up my line. She doesn't pick up my line. You know, when YouTube first did something with their ad dollars, and a lot of Black YouTubers said that they were going to stop doing their YouTube because YouTube has pulled their ad dollars. Well, I listened to that and I did get upset, and I did a video. I addressed her. I addressed the Vice show, because wait a minute, y'all said that you love our people. That's what you said. I didn't put the words in your mouth. That's the words I heard come out your mouth. And you said you working on the behalf of our people, but now YouTube has taken money from you because what you were saying, white ad dollars didn't want to be a part of it. So now you're saying, oh, I got to drop my thing. I can't continue. I can't do this. I can't do that. Why? It ain't costing you. YouTube ain't charging you to do a video. See, they sold out their purpose for $1. They sold out their purpose for $1. And I'll call you on that. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see it. And I meant every damn word of it. Because we have suffered as a people because of liars and people who are motivated by money. And see, we talked about this last week, I believe, when the question was, what would you give to stop doing this? What would you take from the enemy to put this down? They'll take money. They'll come if the enemy give them $1,000. These cheap prostitutes, $1,000. Where here you are putting together something that's worth more than that. See, that's why we can say ain't no dollar that they can offer me that's going to punk me, that's going to make us give up on what we do. Our brother, he goes to work driving up and down the highway. He makes his living. He don't charge nobody on YouTube for nothing. You see me, I get up, I go to work, I make my living. I don't charge nobody for this. When I got cases that I work on for other people, because now I get money, I can go and do what I do. And don't have to charge our people a damn thing because I make the money. Because I'm not a robber. Our brother, he's not a robber. He's not a stealer. He's not a thief. He's giving what fake people refuse to give. They refuse to give it. You'll never see no super chat with me saying, drop money in there. You'll never see me do that.
Yes, sir.
Never. And you'll never see him do that. Never. Because his aim is not money. His aim is the deliverance of our people to have freedom, justice, and equality. And money can never buy that. Will never by that. Never. We come to you and say, what do you need, nigga? What do you want, nigga? You want a Cadillac? Oh, I can give you a Cadillac. You want big gold chains? I can give you gold chains. What do you want? And when they say, well, this is what I want, the enemy says, well, nigga, bow down to me. Before I give you what you want, you give me what I want. Go out there and speak against your people. Speak against the idea of Mississippi. Make sure that everybody know that it ain't worth supporting.
Right.
And you watch them come out because they being paid by their oppressor. They're being paid by the same people that we hate because they're destroying our people. But for that mighty dollar, they'll do the scuffle and gin and bullshit and lead our people somewhere that is not good. Mm-hmm. You think of the platforms these people have. 170,000, this many, in the thousands.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me in the thousands and they're dropping money in y'all stuff and you ain't built shit?
Right.
The best thing that you could do is get on YouTube and talk shit about other black people, but you ain't build a damn thing with all that you got. See, that's showing you what's in their heart, man. Mm-hmm. That's showing you the condition of their intellect. So to come out and push this at our expense when we know that the enemy know that we're challenging his world, and Brother Taalik, this idea in of itself is the fall of America. Right. Look at what they did to Gaddafi because he was trying to change the monetary system. Look at what they did to Hugo Chavez. Look at what they did to Patrice Lumumba. No, man, we're showing you the quality of our heart and minds by leading our people right to what we gotta have. So we have put the X mark on our body that the enemy will try to remove us. That's what we have done, not out of money, but out of love for our people, because our people don't deserve what they're getting.
Right.
And I'll rest my mind.
It's deep, very deep. That's true. Very true. I just want to say my thoughts on just add on a couple of things. I agree with both of y'all brothers. One thing that I don't like is that I don't like to be called a coward. Mm. And like my brother Taalik said, because anything, if you're living in any type of hostile environment, you got to get away from it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you got black people in the ghetto, they want to get out the ghetto because they worried about getting shot.
That's right.
You got black people in the 1930s wanted to get away from the lynchings. Yeah, they want to get away from the lynchings. You know, they wanted to get away. Some of them had to leave the South and come to the North when it's a little safer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even the North was still bad, certain places in the North. So, you know, running from, if you outnumbered or if you outbeaten, first of all, I don't know how old this Alquan is, but he talks like he was born yesterday. Mm. I don't know if you actually hear this man talk, or this dude, his boy talk. I don't know if he's a man or a boy. He talks like he has no knowledge of white supremacy. You don't know how it works. The government never had our back.
That's right.
So if we talking about running away where they're safe so we can regroup. What is wrong with that? I'd rather go somewhere around my own people and we can establish our own thing and form our own government. One thing about white supremacy, they don't like what you call a fair game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody. It's always, we always been a threat since we was brought over. And see, I was talking about Abraham Lincoln. Even Abraham Lincoln, Honest Abe, said our presence was a burden.
That's right.
And a lot of people forget about what this man said. He was going to send us back to Africa. And he said, I'm going to give you whatever you need so y'all can build your own. But if you had coons like Alquan, didn't like that. They thought that was quote unquote racist. How the fuck that's racist when a white man said, look, I will give you anything you need so you can get away from us. Thank you for building our empire, but we will give some of this stuff back so you can establish your own empire. So now, because you got Negroes, that was so afraid to be independent, now we into this mess. So you had the white man would tell us was going to give us what we need. See, Maurice and Taalik and Craig, I can't blame the white man for everything.
Right.
Because sometimes our own people hold us back.
That's right.
And we have to acknowledge that. Sometimes the shit that I see on my Facebook feed, my news feed, how black people knocking each other out over stupid shit.
Right.
But George Zimmerman's still alive.
Yes.
Huh.
And then you got now that's a new thing where the white woman, she's calling the cops for every little thing now. Now we got to deal with that shit. But this Alquan is sleeping with them.
Right.
And he needs to be dealt with just like any other fucking coon need to be dealt with. Any other traitor need to be dealt with. Whether it's verbally, physically, whatever has to be done. So this is not going to be tolerated. And I don't like to be hanging around or being around people that's going to, that I have to feel, even with my own people. Look, Malcolm has said this. He had to deal with that. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new. And this is something we have to fight. Like I said before in our last panel, it's a civil war. We are in a civil war, and we have to realize we're in a civil war. The white man has his guard dogs.
That's right.
This is nothing new. You had slaves. Even slaves was protecting their slave masters, hiding them when there was a slave revolt. But nobody talks about that.
That's right.
So what do we do with the traitors? See, the white man will tell you what he do with his traitors. He'll tell you with the Benedict Arnolds. He'll tell you about what he does with his traitors. But what do we do with ours? See, I don't describe or deal with people like Alquan. These people are not in my circle. I never liked him from day one. He's a joke. You know what I'm saying? So these are people that will hold us back. And anything that we say or do, it's always wrong with them. So we can never do anything right now. I'm sick and tired of niggas telling me anything that they're dealing with progress, even when it comes down to going to school and getting a proper education, they gonna complain about that.
Right.
Oh, well, you learn about the white man's education. It's still education. It's still education. Oh, you working for the white man. It's not about working for the white man. It's what you do with your money. Because the white man take your dollars.
That's right.
And guess what? He built his empire. So what are you doing to build your empire so you don't have to? So you can say after you use the white man, you can tell the white man to kiss your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I got mine.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We have to be smart. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're doing. We're building. We're coming up with plans and stuff like that. But it's never, sometimes we have to say things off air because we don't want the enemy to get, you know, in tune of our plan, because they'll stop us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the white man don't have to do it because he got his guard dogs like Alquan to stop us.
That's right.
So we have to be smart. We have to be smart, and we have to beat people in their own game. We have to do it. But we have to, like I said again, you know, I don't subscribe to people like that. I just don't. I don't listen to them. You know, it's just they're poison, man. You know, they're poison. So we gotta keep our eyes on the prize, man. That's how I look at it.
Right.
Keep our eyes on the prize.
You know what this idiot had the nerve to say in his last statement to me? He said that we're just like King Noble and Nature Boy.
Oh my God.
That's what we're trying to do.
I know that look, Maurice. I know that look.
He said, well, all thing we want to do is isolate our people from everybody else and, you know, be like King Noble and Nature Boy. That's what he said.
So that just shows you he's an integrationist, like you said. He's an integrationist.
Yeah, he's an integrationist. Yeah, that's what he is. Yeah, he's an integrationist trying to get validation from the, as they say, the dominant society, trying to work within your oppression. You know, try to find some kind of way, just like a lot of Negroes have done for the last, whatever, few hundred years, try to work things out. Oppressor. It's not going to work. We are the chickens and they are the foxes. Right. And for a certain period of time, chickens and foxes can get along till the fox get hungry.
Exactly.
That's true. Yep. As long as the fox is full,
different ball game. They like to eat a Negro now and then. You know, that's just how it goes. That's the way it is. And I don't want our people to continue to get ate like that. Well, help with that. You should be sick of it. You know, I'm still pissed off thinking about that sister. She just heard her sister, you know, waiting at the subway, wherever the hell it was at, and this bastard come out of nowhere and target them. And we know the reason why they was targeted.
Exactly.
See, she shouldn't even have to live in an environment like that. But that's what you're living with the fox. Right. Foxes get hungry. And of course, they're not going to say, oh, he was mentally ill and deranged. They're not going to paint him like that. They're not going to do that. Now, if it was one of us slit their throat at a bus stop or whatever, oh, they did the most evil and wickedest thing in the world. Yep. You know how they paint us. Yep. But I don't see them painting this cat like that. Maybe the best thing they can do, he was a white supremacist or whatever. Oh, that's normal. Of course he was. Exactly. But they're gonna call him the evil of evils and he part of the axis of evil and all that crap they be talking about other folk.
Exactly.
You're not gonna do him like that. And Alquan wants to live around people like that. So he can get an education and he stand at the bus stop and one of these suckers will slice your damn throat. Did your education gonna stop that? No. You need security. You secure your area where you can protect yourself from heathens like that.
Yeah, that's right.
The chances of them being around like that would be very little. That's what we have to understand. That's what we have to understand. You need to get away from common sense. Tell you that even your Bible tells you. Don't Moses get the hell out of Egypt.
That's right.
Go integrate and get your education. God didn't tell Moses go get no education. From the University of Cairo or whatever. That's the most dumbest stuff I've ever heard. I was walking through the yard today, and me and a cat, you know, we crossed paths. And the cat got the hell out of Dodge because the cat know that I had the possibility of causing that cat harm.
That's right.
I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't want to take the chance. Personally, like the cat was gonna let me pet it, right? I wasn't interested in petting the cat, but the cat looked at me and said, "No, he don't look like the petting type. Let me get the hell out of here." That's what you do. We don't have our own natural instinct.
Go ahead.
You know, when you walk through the grass, all the bugs start getting out of your way.
That's right.
Because you have the potential to cause them harm.
That's right.
You know, very few animals, when you come into contact with them, they getting the hell out of Dodge. Bear, and I'll tell you this: a lot of bears and these big animals, if they have an opportunity, a lot of them will leave. They don't want no physical confrontation with nobody.
That's true. Right about that.
They will leave. Nobody wants that. If they think that but if you're gonna cause them harm, then they have no choice but to fight. But we've lost our natural instinct. Here we are with a people that slice your throat at a bus stop. You know, you end up lynched. You're in a cell because of a traffic ticket. You know, you got some cigarettes that don't have no taxes on it. You end up choked to death. We actually want to live with these people. All my little girls in the church. You know, and the list goes on. You want to live with these people, and it's not like it stopped.
That's right.
To go on and on and on. It could be your daughter next.
That's right.
It could be my niece next.
That's right.
Your wife.
Yes.
Your uncle. That's who could be next.
That's right.
Who could be next?
That's right.
You never know what these people, they predators. You never know. And this man telling me get my education so I get my throat sliced. Crazy as hell. This dude crazy as hell. You know, when I listen to his videos, I can tell he lives around, you know, a bunch of Caucasian people. I can tell because he's mentioning and painting this, you know, he's painting the scenario around him. He's letting you know who he's talking to in the grocery stores he go to. He sounds like he lives in an almost Caucasian type community. That's where he want to be because he's chasing white girls. Well, big girls, rather, you know, cave beasts. I don't like saying that word. Cave beasts, Beastie, Becky, whatever. You know, they gave themselves white. I don't like using that word white. White in the English language means pure, holy. And I said, y'all know y'all not that.
That's right.
You know you're not holy and pure. Why? You know, you want me? No, you pink, or I call you Caucasian, or Becky, or whatever. I'm not gonna call you white. Because that wouldn't be right.
But according to the Bible, it's a curse.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a curse. And matter of fact, a lot of primitive societies view white as a curse. You know, turn white. You know, white is really a curse. But they flipped everything around. They rule it now. They rule it. So now white is something beautiful. Kosher, clean. Now you show me some clean Caucasian people and all that. I told the Caucasian, come on now, y'all know that y'all ain't white. Come on. Now, come on, let's get real. Now you know that ain't realistic. And far as I know, they the only ones that call themselves that. Nobody else was calling them no white. These people around, they didn't call them white. You know, Kunta Kinte called them two-bob, whatever it was, the word is used. And then the native people call them pale face and whatever.
Yes, that's right.
Nobody called them white. That's something that they stuck on themselves. And since they control the narrative in the media, then they're the white man.
Yes.
Not here. You pinky here. You pinky on my page. You pinky for I'm sorry. Cave beast. Pick one. Cave man. Pick one. I'm not gonna call you the white man. I'm not gonna put you on a pedestal like that. But yeah, so this guy, we don't spend enough time on this fella.
Yeah, we're gonna close this out. I just want to you know, to be honest with you, man, I just wanted you to express your thoughts and your feelings, man, because
I pissed him off like that. I'm like, damn.
You damn sure did. That's why I was like, yo, what the? So me and Craig, we saw the video.
Yeah.
So I thought the video was about us because I said a lot of shit about this dude.
Yeah, you did.
So but your name came up, but I wasn't too comfortable with that. So I wanted, you know, you to come on and, you know, say what you got to say and let you know we have your back, brother. You know, just let you know that you know, we want you whatever you. I mean, I think you said a lot. You know, I think you said a lot, and you pretty much exposed them. I think we all did.
Yeah.
And
he's fun. He should be a comedian.
Yeah, he should be a comedian. He should be a comedian.
But see, look, brother, God, this is it too. He does actually have a few people that's actually listen to that garbage, man. To his hatred against everybody. And
so does Tommy Sotomayor. And he talk a lot of shit about black women.
Uh-huh.
But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a certain group of people that actually like agree with his crap. And we both was putting down, you know, the comments on where your folks at? Come and defend this guy on his bull crap. I'm waiting on you. They've been silent. Because the man ain't offering no solution. The man spoke for an hour and 35 minutes. I listened to the whole hour and 35 minutes. He was all off topic, going all different kinds of wishy-washy ways, always talking about Caribbeans and Africans. What they got to do with your solution, bro?
I hate when he say that. He has an issue. Well, you know, I think I told Maurice this too. I'm sorry, I gotta bring that up. Maurice, you know what I'm gonna say, right? He's mad. Alquan is mad because his sister's getting banged out by Jamaicans. Wow. So she got turned out by some Jamaicans. So he mad at the West Indies.
Jamaican.
He said this in his video. I'm not making this up.
Right.
He said this in his video. Now his sister, that's all she listens to is dance hall music, reggae music. She cooks Caribbean food. That's all she dates is Caribbean men.
Right.
He got turned out. So he's upset. It's just like the white man is upset with black people because his white daughter, is getting turned out by a black man.
Yeah.
It's the same logic. So he's upset. So he sounds like a racist white man. So now you get mad at brothers who's Caribbean for nothing. You get mad at nothing. Why what did they do? What did they do? Now you talk about African people. Now you talking about Africans don't like it. That's not true at all. Because I meet a lot of African brothers, and they always say, "Hey man, if you want to come visit, my house," they tell you you don't have to pay nothing. We'll take care of you. So I know a lot of brothers from the motherland who's very knowledgeable, very smart, and they know our condition, because they say, "Look, the white man doing it to us over there."
Right.
We all in the same boat, because guess what? Maurice, Taalik, Craig, we have to thank social media, because all of us, all this misunderstanding and black people don't like other black people, it's all bullshit. They all listen. Black people from Africa, they all listen to us. Black people from Caribbean and Central America and South America, they all listen to us. And they feel the same way we feel. And we have to understand that we're not enemies.
Right.
That's right.
But in the 90s, we didn't have Google Hangouts.
Go ahead.
So that's the reason why all this misunderstanding. So all this self-hate was a misunderstanding. This is the reason why now you have a lot of black people want to connect with us all over the world, because they realize we are the same. We are in the same situation. This is what the mean Pan-Africanism. This is what Garvey was saying. We all in the same boat. We went through the same shit. So what I'm saying is that you got traders in everywhere. You got traders in North America. You got traders in South. You got traders. You don't think people in Jamaica is going through that shit? You don't think people in Africa is going through that shit? It's the same shit.
That's right.
So we have to be real. We got to be real. We got to think logically, man. Enough of this game shit, man. We gotta get our eyes on the prize, and we gotta know who our enemy is. Doesn't matter what race he is.
That's right.
Our enemy is our enemy. That shit don't have no fucking color.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. We know our natural enemy, but then we got those sub enemies that the guard dogs. We gotta watch out for them too.
Exactly.
No doubt.
Exactly.
So I know I don't want to go along with it. I just want to, any last words before we close out?
I want to say one more thing. You know, I was on or I was watching our soul sister. She did a live earlier today, and she showed a video where one of our sisters was being raped, and the black girl friend, her friend, was in the room streaming live.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You couldn't see the rape, but you hear the girl hollering and screaming, "Get off me, get off me." And the people that were commenting like, "Why are you letting your friend get raped? Why are you letting this happen?" And the girl was just like, and it was very, very troubling to hear our little sister hollering like that. And you know, all the perpetrators, of course, were black. What has happened? If this is our future, what in the hell kind of future will we have? And you know, so I just want to bring that out, because tomorrow during our live, you know, we're going to deal with that, because we have to. We have to, because that shit that's not okay. That's not good. Listening to that girl, the way she was hollering, she would probably hate black people for the rest of her life.
That's right.
She would probably hate black people for the rest of her life. And you see, it's people like that we gotta separate from.
Yep.
Because there's no way anybody can tell me that they didn't know that what they were doing was wrong. There's no way. There's no way you can say that they didn't understand that what they were doing to that girl was wrong. Even her friend, who did nothing, when the people, it was on Instagram, when the people on Instagram was telling her, "Go help your friend. Go help your friend." What kind of friend are you? Destroy that sister. And she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I seen that video, man. That was troubling.
Yes, very troubling. Very troubling.
And it's sad that it seemed like to me is that we still carry on. We still following that barbaric. Most of our people became barbaric. We became just like the people that we supposedly hate. And this is the problem that I have with my people. You know, this is where I'm very selective who I fuck with. You see what I'm saying? I'm very selective. I don't make friends with every black person I see. I don't, because I don't trust them.
Exactly.
Even ēt terna didn't trust every black people.
Exactly.
Let's be real with it.
That's right.
Okay. Even Malcolm X had to learn the hard way too.
That's right.
So we have to be very selective who we talk to, who we let on our panel, because we think someone's for us and our best interest, and they're not. Alquan had talked about the white people that was on our panel, and he was looking for a fight. He thought, "Oh, I was going to go in there and but we didn't. Me and Craig, we didn't want to have. We didn't invite these white people on our show just to fight them. We was concerned about why its interracial relationship is good, and they didn't. And then you talk to these white people, they didn't even know what compassion was.
Exactly. I was shocked about that.
Yes.
I was like, what?
And even my brother Craig was like, yo, that's questions that you was saying, brother. I never thought you that didn't even think about answer. I'm glad you came on the show. Because I was concerned, because you got to know your enemy.
That's right.
A lot of black people don't know their enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So they rather adopt their ways instead of just saying, you know what, I don't want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are very, our culture, and you look at it, that's why I tell black people, know your history. Know your history. Because our history, we are very, how you say, we very compassionate people. We are very loving people as far as among ourselves. When we go to battle, when we fight, we never killed each other. Did you know that? Yes. We didn't kill each other. Mm. There was no bloodshed like the Romans when they fight. They butcher each other. No, we might stab you a little bit, but we heal you.
Yeah.
You might, you know, we'll imprison you, but it's not the imprisonment like what the white people would do to each other. They put you in some sort of crazy bondage. And we'll keep you for a certain amount of years, and we'll let you go.
That's right.
But it's not, the slavery is not like slavery. It's not nothing like chattel slavery. And I'm sick and tired of white people saying, well, you enslaved each other. But that's a different type of slavery. It was a slavery of love. We didn't.
That's right.
Brutal each other. Like brother, if I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If I enslaved Taalik or you, Maurice, I would let your job would just be like, okay, your job is to take care of this family. You'd be like almost like a butler or something.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would never put you in shackles and
exactly.
Whip you. We don't do that because our people are not like that. We're not brutal people like that. It became brutal until the white man came over to Africa. And that's when he started to shackle us and put us in the slave castles and all that stupid shit. So we gotta know our past, man. Our past will lead us to the future. That's the blueprint.
That's right.
And I want to share this real quick. Let me share this real quick. It's a book that I want y'all, if y'all get a chance to pick it up. This is a book that I'm reading right now. It's a good book because you're talking about face your fears. I don't know if you see this.
Feel the fear.
That's it?
Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Feel the fear?
Feel the fear and do it anyway. This is what we're talking about. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that we're scared to do. But we got to do it. So we talk about, like you said, Taalik and Maurice and Craig, it's our survival. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's a good book because it helps me get through. And it's a really good book. And I've said, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
That's right.
Before my brother Taalik closes out, I would just like to say that, you know, this morning when I saw the video, I was very troubled, you know, by, you know, the context and which, you know, certain things have been said. But like my good brother Taalik always says, I'm not looking to become an oppressor. I'm not interested whatsoever in being a slave master. Yes, of course, I fight and I represent, you know, people who are in search of justice and self-defense. But see, when we look at, you know, brothers, and I say that term very loosely, when we speak about, you know, people, black people, Negroes, Negropeans, you know, like, you know, the brother Alquan, he wants to become an oppressor. He wants to be placed upon a throne to where, you know, he has servants. See, I don't want to form a nation, you know, with black people with that type of mindset. Because all I'm looking for is to have justice. I want, you know, our people, you know, all of our black people, you know, all of the descendants you know, born slaves here in America to be, you know, repaid, and, you know, for all of the injustices and all of the opportunity that was taken away from them.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So I just, you know, I fight for justice for my people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking to become a slave master. I'm not looking to become an oppressor, a king, or an emperor, you know, or anything like that. But one thing I will say, you know, when it comes to, you know, my brother Taalik, and, you know, any brother, you know, that's up in this circle that is promoting a message or fighting, you know, for some type of cause that I seem to be noble, you know, that seems to be noble, I'm going to, you know, defend them. And I'm just letting, you know, my brother Alquan, you know this, or any other Negro, you know, that wishes to come and speak ill, you know, against any brother that, you know, comes, you know, on my panel and, you know, that's, you know, interested in brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is just the beginning. Because, you know, if my brother Alquan, you know, tries to come back and, you know, attack my brother Taalik, I will be, you know, bringing forth a formal, you know, punishment for him, because I refuse to let, you know, anybody speak against any one of you good brothers up here, because I know you brothers, man, you brothers have good intentions. You know, you brothers stand for, you know, justice, you know, and liberation, you know, for the Black nation.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as y'all continue, you know, putting in and doing the good works, I'm gonna have your support 100%. So I'm gonna end it on that. And, you know, maybe once we get off air, we can speak on, you know, we got some other things to speak on, but I think it would be you know, a lot better to speak on these things off air. But brother Taalik, would you like to close out?
Actually, I'm fine, brother Craig. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. So I hope the people who's watching, I hope y'all enjoyed a wonderful and informal show. And thank you, brothers.
Yes, sir.
Coming in. And like I said, Tyler, we got your back. Marie, we got your back. Craig, we got your back.
Yes,
All
sir.
right? So we got
yours.
you know what I'm saying? So brothers, keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep liberation alive, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. We out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace and blessings.